Who's been mowing the lawn?
My husband.
Doing good. I just edge it a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know, around the edges. I prune this up a little bit and prune it back a little bit. This too. Cut some of this ivy out of here and prune this up, this rhodie.
Okay.
That rhodie too. All the rhodies.
Yeah, there's
Cut
6
all the
of
dead
them.
stuff out of that up there.
Yeah.
Clean this up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can see all these nice curves and stuff.
Okay.
I take out. I bring it up just a little bit.
Okay.
So you can see the
Yeah.
nice branching
It
in
is
the bottom.
pretty, isn't it? Yeah.
Cut these back a little bit,
Yeah.
right here,
Huh.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's done blooming.
Sure is.
Maybe cut it here for now.
Yeah.
And back to where people can walk without getting scratched.
Okay.
Take all this out
Yeah.
and prune it up from the bottom.
Okay.
Probably take you okay with taking all this out?
The renters really like the privacy, so
Huh?
I would hesitate about that.
Oh,
Because that's
light?
their bedrooms. So it's,
I mean the window.
yeah, the window is
So they
the
want that
bedroom.
blocked.
Yeah,
Okay.
they like it. They've mentioned that they like that. They don't
Okay.
have people looking in at them.
Like, where are they gonna look in at? But,
Yeah, I know.
but you know, we got that. We got that.
They got that feeling.
Yeah.
They don't like that feeling.
Then I'll be careful around here. I prune a couple at the bottom
Oh yeah.
where they, you know, so you can see the thing coming out of the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe barely prune right there at the
Okay.
bottom. Prune this, take this out,
Okay.
and everything on the bottom.
Okay.
Just clean this up.
Yeah.
You move around pretty good.
Yeah. It really helps to have this.
How long you had your problem of walking?
18 years. I had brain surgery, and they took out my balance nerve because a tumor was growing. Yeah, I'm really unsteady.
You got a good
It's-
husband?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Very
That's the
supportive.
important part right there, huh?
Yeah, it really is.
Getting a good couple.
Yeah.
This is not much I can do there, but I can trim it up a little bit, clean it up, straighten it
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Who's been taking care of this? Your
My husband.
He does a pretty
Yeah.
good job.
Oh, good.
You see that bush in the corner?
Yeah.
I bring that up a little bit
Okay.
so you can see the branching.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I mean, if you see the branching,
It's beautiful. You're right.
yeah,
That's really
it's
beautiful.
like a Japanese maple. All the
Yeah.
curves are sexy. To
Okay.
me.
True.
A lot of landscapers don't look like that. They
Uh-oh.
just hurry up and
Oh, yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Me, I'm more of an artist.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I want it to look good.
Cool.
It's like that curve around the lawn,
Yeah.
the concrete.
Yeah.
Whoever did that, it was a good idea.
Oh, good. Good.
See, and they curve this.
Yeah.
Curves are what makes things nice.
Yeah, it does. You're
You know,
right.
and then you got tall things in the back, medium, and then you got your ground cover.
Cool.
Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You back down.
Cool.
I might bring this up a little bit so you can see the rock or
Oh, yeah.
but I mean, it doesn't need it really.
Okay.
It looks good. I'd probably leave that for last.
Okay.
I would take this down to where,
It's really growing over it.
yeah, it's overgrown there. So
Yeah.
take it down so you can see that. Take it up around this so it has its own integrity.
Oh, cool.
So this has its own identity, I guess you say.
Kind of overrun.
Yeah, it's getting smothered out.
Yeah.
It looks like. With just a little bit of trimming around the edges, it'll look better. You know?
Yeah, cool.
It's like when you take a picture and people are crowded up.
Uh-huh.
If you relax them, I mean, you give them more room and they look better.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
Oh.
These two are fighting.
It needs what?
These two are fighting, I think, kind of, you know what I mean?
We've been fighting for years.
They're too close to each other. Or they just need to be pruned a little bit.
Yeah.
Both of them need to be pruned.
Okay.
This, I bring it up.
Okay.
I like your deer.
Yeah.
That's good. I might put him in the center. Now, see all this stuff here, I would take out. Well, I take this out. I take the bad stuff out first.
I see.
I take this probably out. Take this out. This. I start from the bottom and clean it up.
Hmm.
See that? Look. See that one in the bottom? It's kind of broken up. Right there.
Yeah.
That needs to come out.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
You want to see all the curves. You don't want to take too much out. Okay, what do we got here? A bench?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'd probably clean this up.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, wow.
I don't know who's been pruning that, but
Yeah. I did it.
did you?
I did that.
God, it's a Japanese maple.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's the Japanese maple come from?
I only bought the Japanese maple.
And then this.
From White's Nursery, and then this came, so it was
Really?
really a wonderful blessing.
That's the
we
first time
love
I've
this
ever
tree.
seen that.
White's Nursery, they had no idea. They gave me two little
I trimmed
tiny
this-
trees. They were very small.
I trim this,
Okay.
clean that up so it looks like it's,
Something.
yeah.
It looks like a weed.
Clean this up a little bit, not too much because you want your privacy.
Yeah, I like the privacy.
And I'm not going to do much to the fence because I think the ivy on the fence is nice.
Yeah, we decided to let it grow and have
Yeah,
a
there's no sense.
privacy wall.
Who wants to see a chain link fence
I know.
compared to an ivy fence?
Yeah,
Keep the
yeah.
ivy fence going.
Took us only 40 years to think of it.
This is pretty.
Yeah. It's kind of nice high, so I can see it.
Huh?
I wouldn't notice it if it was down there, so we just let it go up here, and I like it this way.
Yeah, I'd leave it.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe prune this
Yeah,
like that
yeah, it looks good.
and that like that.
Yeah,
Then
cool.
you see the curve.
Yeah, nice.
See? The curve looks better, huh?
Wow, interesting.
And then you're not running into it, too.
Yeah. Huh. Awesome. You can just throw it in there.
What is this?
Oh, it's
Oh,
our swing, two-seater
chair swing.
swing. Yeah.
I prune the rhodie at the bottom.
Oh, you would? Okay.
Yeah. Trim this up so you can walk around and
Yeah.
we'll get back in there
Yeah.
so it looks nice.
Okay.
Trim this up just a teeny bit.
Okay.
You don't really need much. Because, I mean, if it overhangs a little bit, it kind of softens the edge of the concrete.
Oh, cool.
This is,
It's wild. I can't do anything with it.
I don't think you got to worry too much about this.
No, the owner of the house said leave it because he doesn't want his house to fall down.
What?
He's worried about his house slipping down this hill.
Oh,
So these started growing over the ivy years ago. There was only a little bit over there, and he said, let it spread.
Yeah, they don't look bad.
Okay.
I'll take out the blackberries right there.
Yeah,
That
I try to
blackberry
keep
right there.
those under control, and
A few of them.
they keep coming back. I don't know how to get them out.
You got to pull them out from the roots.
Oh, that's hard.
Well, you gotta... Has this done anything for yours?
No, now it was really pretty with pink little spikes
It was
flowers.
real pretty.
It was pretty, but I trimmed it this spring just to see.
Okay, well, I'll trim it up a little bit and hopefully it'll set it off and I let it grow.
Oh, wow.
If not, you can always take it back. Take
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
This is not too, I don't need to do too much to this.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
Just teeny bit,
Yeah.
not much. And this looks pretty good. Maybe a little separation here.
A little wet?
Separation.
Oh.
You know, it's like when you're in a picture and there's too many people together.
Yeah.
The prettiest one you can't see, she's the prettiest one.
Yeah. Huh.
You know, I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah, it is. I love it.
But
It's
I think
spreading.
it needs a little bit of air in between.
Oh, I see. Cool.
That I'm not sure with. I probably would.
We
leave
just
it.
cut it down 2 years ago, and now it's growing all up. It was huge over this roof.
Oh.
So David just chopped it off, and it's coming up, and we don't care. It's this
Well, I
other
might-
guy told us it's a nothing tree. They're not of any value at all to a landscaper, I guess.
Do you know the neighbors very good? Or do you talk to them?
No. Why?
That's yours, right?
Well, he's never here. This is a rental.
Okay.
And when I try to knock on the door, they won't answer the door.
Oh, wow.
So we do what we want on this hillside. So that's why we are out here.
Okay, I'm not sure I'll do too much over here. But I might trim this up a teeny bit.
Yeah.
Trim that up a little teeny bit. I would probably...
I like that overhang
Yeah,
because
that's what I was just going to say.
it brings shade to me when I sit in my chair.
Oh, okay.
And I think it adds something, so it's stressed out.
I think it does too.
I did cut off a couple branches this spring.
You see
It
that
was
branch-
hanging down
you see
more.
that branch right there?
Yeah.
I would cut that one out.
How come?
That one? Because then this... Well, because then the rest of this will grow a little better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's some dead stuff in here.
Oh, yeah.
Take the dead stuff
The wind
out.
it gets all congested. I take a hose and
It's kind of
try to get some of it down.
because it's going to start overhanging too much.
Yeah, it is. Huh.
And to clean that edge up. You
The
know,
ivy, you mean, away from it?
No.
Oh.
Clean up where it's been pruned.
Yeah.
Just round it off and stuff.
Okay.
I got a little teeny chainsaw I
Oh.
do that with.
Oh.
You know. Probably take this out.
Yeah, what is that doing? Is that
See
where I cut
stump
it
right
off?
there?
What?
See this?
Yeah.
I probably cut these two out
Oh.
and this one.
But then we'd have less privacy, wouldn't we? Because this kind of...
No, it
It won't?
affect it.
Okay.
It's just there's just a couple of things in here.
Okay.
I'll do it little by little,
Oh.
and that way. This I'll just prune up a teeny tiny bit because it's not bothering nothing.
Yeah, I
This
think
is just getting too long.
yeah, I kind of like it close
Yeah, I
to
do
me.
too.
It's a different look, you know.
I just like to see all the curves
Yeah,
because it's just like a woman or
Yeah.
a guy.
right.
The curves are sexy,
Yeah.
you know, and that's what you.
That's why we like sport cars, David and I. We have
That's what?
Z28 sport car. That's why we have it.
You know what? I had
It's my car.
I had a Z28 when I was 16.
Oh, boy, you were cool.
Oh, I was cool.
You were really
Yeah.
cool.
I was not bad looking back then too,
Oh,
and I had lots
not
of.
fun.
I had the pretty girls.
You were blessed. That's great.
But you know what? When I'd go to a party, I
Yeah.
always got in a fight.
Oh, well, it's
Because
the alcohol.
I had a beautiful lady,
Yeah.
and she always get me in fights. She'd go like this to the guys when I wasn't looking.
Sounds
And
immature.
so the guys thought they had a chance.
Oh,
so they'd
how
come
funny.
in there and they'd put their arm around her. And Dennis didn't like that.
She was tricking
he'd
you.
follow him outside when he went outside, and I'd go out and I'd drop him. I was a pretty good fighter because my brother beat me up like 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah.
So I'd go outside, saying you're messing with my girl, and they'd get smart, and I'd go knock them out.
You really?
Yeah,
You were a tough guy, huh?
yeah. My
Yeah.
brother made me like that.
Oh.
But
He was older.
yeah, he was a year and a half older, and I think he
Yeah.
was jealous. And he was good
Oh.
looking. He could have a lot of girls. He didn't need to be jealous. But
Brothers are intimidating.
so I went outside one time. My buddy was at a party, and I took the guy out, or I followed the guy outside. He was going outside to pee. I took him out there, and I knocked him out in the snow.
They never
I
bothered
didn't
you
mean to hurt
again.
him. But then the owner
But you
comes,
knocked him out.
yeah, the owner comes out and goes, "Where'd that guy go?" I goes, "He's right there." He goes, "I knew you were going to do that."
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, the guy was putting his arm around my girl right
Yeah.
in front of me,
Yeah.
acting like,
He was
Ha,
going
ha,
to
ha.
take her away. Ha
you
ha.
know.
It was your hormones kicking in.
Yeah. Okay, I'd trim off that little branch off that's on the side of the tree.
How
I mean, the
come?
side of the chair. You know,
How-
what I'm saying?
Up to where?
I'd probably trim it off. Well, I'd start down here because then it'll lift,
Oh, okay.
and then I'll trim that off. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll trim it up to here at the most,
Okay.
and this will be clean. and this will be
Okay.
clean, and this will be clean.
Huh.
I mean, that's not bad
Yeah.
next to it. I might just take out this. I'm going to take out little at a time,
Yeah. And just look at it.
and then stand back and look at it,
Okay.
because that's the way I like to do it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
that way,
Okay, you got to say who you are now.
huh?
You got to tell us your story of landscaping and Street of Dreams.
Street of Dreams?
Yeah, tell us your story, how you were involved in Street of Dreams.
Okay.
Because that's how I met you.
I knocked on Howard Schultz's door of Starbucks. I found out that Paul DiMeo and Ty Pennington and Paul DiMeo were doing the Street of Dreams, or doing this Extreme Makeover in Kirkland. And so I went over there. I told my guy, let's load the truck up with this, that, and other and equipment. We're going to do this Extreme Makeover. And they look at me like I'm crazy. And I never talked to anybody about it. We shows up, and there's cops there and everything. What do you want? I goes, I'm here to do the Extreme Makeover. And is Paul DiMeo here, or Ty Pennington? So Ty comes out, and he looks at me, he looks at the truck, he looks at the trailer, I got equipment and everything, and he goes, what are you here for? I goes, I'm here to do your landscaping. He goes, really? I goes, yeah, and I showed him a few pictures, and he goes, okay, park it, come on in. And that's how I did that. I did that there, and then I did it to a place down towards Portland on an island, and I forgot which island it was. But I mean, I knocked on doors and got Howard Schultz $250,000 from him.
Wow.
And I did his whole place really nice.
Cool.
You know.
That's fun.
I did Howard Schultz, and I did.
Now
I did Kenny G's house
Oh,
on
wow.
Hunts Point.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you said you were at Street of Dreams.
Yeah.
So what year was that? Or
I don't remember. 1998 probably.
a little bit later than, well, it was a couple of years after.
Street of Dreams.
We
did.
went there once. I think it was in
Which
90s.
one? Woodinville?
No. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
I did one. What I did in Woodinville is I did a wine cellar.
Was it house number 5?
I don't. Was there a gate to get in that block
I don't remember.
in Woodinville?
All I
It's kinda
remember is
off
I
app.
loved house number 5.
Huh.
It was my favorite house. Ethan Allen decorated it. I love Ethan Allen.
I'm pretty sure I got a picture of the cave I did. I went to school for the concrete
Yeah, that's right. You
To-
told me that story.
did I show you pictures?
No.
I didn't? That's
Oh,
my-
yeah.
that's
I
my-
have that.
Yeah,
that's your
that's
card.
my business card.
Yeah.
I did steps like that,
Yeah.
and close to Woodinville.
Mm-hmm.
I do concrete. That's concrete, but
Yeah.
that looks like stepping stones,
That's awesome.
and they look like real because I went to school
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, cool.
This is my invention. Fire and
Nice.
water.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw
I
that.
guess you did show me these. It's cool.
Yeah, here's a better picture.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, here's, well, no, that's not the cave I did. Somebody else did that. My guy did that. That I taught. Oh, okay, here we go. Paul DiMeo. It's in
Awesome.
MakeOver.
Not fun.
See, now you
That's
know.
cool. You're
now
famous.
Now you know I'm not lying. Because I
sure.
could be lying.
Yeah, of course you could.
There's a lot of people out there that lie.
Yeah.
You don't want liars working for you. I did this for free at a nursery.
Oh,
Fire and water. That's my invention.
man, that's beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
What nursery was it? Do you remember? Was it Mobax?
Maybe
White's Nursery? Sky?
No, it wasn't. None of those. It might have been Sky Nursery.
Here.
It was.
Well, Sky Nursery's on Highway 99. So if it was over
Okay,
Woodinville
it wasn't Sky.
Okay, I don't know which one then. Those are the only ones I know of.
It was on. Oh God. You know that road? You go to Mill Creek.
Yeah.
And then you can turn right on that main road.
Yeah,
What main road is that?
I'm not on it that much.
Well, it was a nursery pretty close to the car wash.
I think I've been by there, but I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah, I don't either. But I showed you Paul DiMeo picture, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad you spent. I did this for a 6001 apartment complex.
Ooh, beautiful waterfall.
I did that. Took me maybe 2 weeks, and I made like 50 grand.
Wow, cool.
I was looking for the cave, huh?
Yeah,
But here's the stepping stones I do.
yeah. Nice.
We're gonna show you. They look like rock, kind of.
Yeah, I
Right?
think they were.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a fire and water I did for a customer in Woodinville.
Wow, nice.
Did those in Bellevue.
Beautiful.
Set those steps.
Nice steps.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing at first.
Yeah.
but I was in business,
Mm-hmm.
and this lady called me and wanted to buy my truck because I had it for sale.
Mm.
And I goes, well, you might you might have to put a little bit of money in it because I've been landscaping with it. And she goes, really? How long you been landscaping? And I don't remember what I told her, but she goes, can I check your job out tomorrow? I go, sure. She showed up, and she goes, do you mind if I tell you what I do? And I goes, no, go ahead. She walked me around, and God, this lady was so good at landscaping. She told me I would do this, I'd do that, and do that. And she taught me how to set rock and everything. I mean, she was amazing.
Awesome.
She was really good. Her boyfriend was one of the owners of Marinaka's Rock Center. Do you know where that's at?
No.
That's up in Issaquah.
Oh, okay.
Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is the water coming out. I didn't have it on fire.
Ooh.
I didn't have the fire lit.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And wait,
Nice.
oh, you can't hear it. Usually you can hear it.
Hmm.
Huh. I showed you that one, right?
Yeah, you did. Nice.
And you seen my business card? I gave that to you, huh?
Yeah, I got that. Awesome story.
I do these too. Bird bath rocks,
Oh, look at that. Down on the ground.
and you can do them in concrete.
Yeah.
This one's just a pitcher. It don't
Yeah.
have water in it,
Yeah.
but that one's.
Nice.
And neither one of those was stained. I did a waterfall right here, and then it goes underneath the walkway,
Oh my goodness.
and then the pond's over here
Oh my
too.
goodness.
Pond on both sides.
Oh, that's extravagant. A lot of work.
There's more stepping stones
Mm-hmm.
with moss and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's me and Paul.
Yep, there you guys are.
See, now you know I'm not. Now I'm telling you the truth, huh?
Yeah.
Anybody can come in here and tell you a bunch of lies.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for sharing that. That's really cool.
It was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, really.
I learned if you didn't ask, you're not going to get nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Yeah.
If you don't cry, you're not going to get it.
Yep.
Oh, here's me and Paul.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I'm pretty proud of some of this stuff.
I don't blame you. You invested your whole life into it,
Yeah.
and you were very successful. That's great. Thanks for
Yeah,
sharing.
but then you know what happened? I got this mesh in me,
Oh, really?
and it failed, and I'm supposed to be getting it out.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, every time I press on my stomach, it hurts.
Oh, no. That's too
I mean,
bad.
I've just got used to it, and I know I'm in pain all the time. But
Oh. Hopefully they can get it out.
I'm so used to it, it doesn't hurt as bad as it should. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can
I did
adapt
this
to
for
it.
apartment complex in Kirkland or Redmond.
Yeah.
I showed you, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Did I show you that one?
I don't think so.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Pretty cool.
That was in down by the water, pretty close to here. Here's a pretty cool one.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Nice stepping stones, great
Yeah,
big ones.
They're all really nice. Wow.
I knocked on somebody's door and got that one.
Wow.
I just learned if a baby doesn't cry, you leave them alone, right?
Right.
Oh, here's the cave I did. The concrete cave, I told you.
Wow, look at that. Whoa. How long did it take you?
It took me about 2 weeks.
Mm.
I heard they were doing the Street of Dreams in Woodinville, okay?
Yeah.
So I came back to the office and I told my guy, I says, load the truck up.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, put this, that, and other, and load the trailer. And he goes, where are we going? I goes, we're going to do the Street of Dreams. He goes, looks at me all crazy. I goes, okay. We get there, and I never set this up or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just knocked on the door, and God talked to me to let me do the Street of Dreams.
Wow, so cool.
I just learned that if you don't ask, you're not going to get nothing.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have knocked on your door, I wouldn't be here right now.
That's true. Well, you really have something valuable to share, so that's awesome.
Well, there's not a lot of people that do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They do the basic stuff, but they don't do...
Yeah, you really have to have that creative art that you have.
If I wouldn't have met that lady... Yeah, I got ADHD.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here right now.
Well, thank you for sharing.
But here's some... That's the one I did on the nursery, at the nursery.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
But I was gonna start building those birdbath rocks and sell them.
Yeah, you could.
I think you've seen enough.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
getting tired, so thank you for
You're
sharing
welcome.
your story. Do you mind if I put this on Facebook, or is that too
No,
much?
Go ahead.
Because it'd be nice advertising with your business card.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's what I want to do. Yeah, it's really valuable. Very nice. Thank you. It was
Thank
good
you.
meeting you. And I'll think about what you said
Okay.
and everything, and
All right.
might talk a little bit more in the future.
Right on. Yeah, just let me know.
Appreciate you coming out. But I'll get this on Facebook today.
Okay.
And there's a contact number. You want to say your phone number? Got it? Or not? Maybe not.
They can just contact you, and then you can...
Oh, okay.
And when they call you or something, you give them my number.
Okay, that makes sense.
Can I throw this in the trash?
Yeah.
Right here? Which one?
The first one, that one.
It's just a little piece. It's not going to hurt nothing.
Nope.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Who's been pruning that?
We don't really prune it.
Oh, it looks...
It really
perfectly
haven't
round.
done anything to it except the bottom, because when trucks come, it scratches the top. So David just cuts it up.
Oh.
It's almost due for another lift up
Yeah,
higher.
up to the where it's...
Yeah. We trimmed it right to the bone, below that.
you can
It
see
did
the-
look nice. We
I
had
love
all
the
those
bran-
branches.
I love the branching.
Yeah, it really did look nice, but now it's growing out again. So
Most people don't like the branching. They like
Fluffy.
like a hedge trimmer. I like the branch.
it depends on the plant, though.
It depends on the branch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this one's not that sexy, the branches,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, this branch here is kind of sexy
yeah.
because the
Interesting.
curves, you know.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't have no curves right there,
Yeah.
so I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to that.
Yeah. Huh.
You
Interesting.
You got to bring out the curves.
Yeah.
The hedge, these permadallias,
Yeah.
they're just they're just hedges.
They're our fence and our sound
Yeah.
barrier.
Yeah, they're not.
There's nothing exciting about them except they're green,
Yeah,
and they've
that's
really
it.
cut down the sound from the
And
neighbors.
when you hedge them and you keep them hedged all the time, really nice,
Yeah.
then it works out.
Yeah.
Some of these have been cut a little too short.
Yeah. That's David and I. We're not experts, that's for sure. He just chops it.
Is he in good shape?
Yeah, so far,
Good.
but he's starting to slow down.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
72.
You look good for 72.
Thank you.
Do you feel good?
No, I have
No?
a lot of health problems. Yeah,
That's-
brain surgery kind of did me in, so
You seem
I have a lot of problems.
good.
So I go really slow. It's physical. All physical.
It hurts?
problems. Oh yeah, I'm really hurting right now. If I stand very long, I have arthritis
Okay,
too.
we better get you in.
Yeah, I probably should go. Well, thank you.
See, probably what I would do is see what your budget is, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then we'll
Yeah.
start there,
Okay.
and you tell me which area is the most important
Yeah.
for your budget,
Yeah.
and then that's how we'll do it.
Okay.
And then if you're happy with the budget
Yeah.
and the work that I did for your budget,
Mhm.
then we can go farther.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're smart for recording everything.
Well, it's harder to remember when you're this age too. You know.
Yeah.
And that way I can advertise for you. So,
Well, that way you can look at it and look at it and look at it and
yeah.
remember and remember. And
Yeah, and share it with other people, whatever.
it's a nice place. I mean, your husband's been doing a good job.
That's good. Thank you.
Is he asleep or something?
No, he works part-time. He's a mentor
Oh, he
at
teaches
work.
people?
He installs fireplaces.
Fireplaces?
Yeah, he works for Cressy Door.
Does he do any faux concrete?
No.
That's the concrete when you cover the whole fireplace with concrete and then you make it look like rock.
No, they don't do that. Not at Cressy Door. But,
Yeah.
you know,
That
you could contact him if you want. If you
I could
want
do that. I could do that. I could help him, or I could teach him. I like the lion
Oh, thank you.
and the zebra.
Yeah.
He does got good taste.
Thank you.
Well,
We enjoy it.
somebody works hard at keeping this place clean and nice
Yeah.
and organized.
We work together on it.
I like all the colorful stuff.
Yeah,
too.
I wanted to jazz it up a little bit.
Yeah, it does jazz it up, don't it?
Yeah, otherwise it's just patio.
Okay, I appreciate you. Have a good
Okay,
day.
thank you. Appreciate you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Bye-bye.
What's your first name?
Carolyn.
Carolyn?
Yeah.
Okay, Carolyn.
Okay. Bye,
Have a good
Dennis.
day.